We've got Derby with a shoulder DMP, Hireman with a knee, it's DMP, Osweiler with a right shoulder limited, Adam Gosses with a hamstring, he was full today, Stevenson with a calf, he was limited, Todd Davis ankle full, Ron Leary elbow full, Damaris Thomas knee, he was limited, Benny Fowler with an ankle, he was full, Brandon Marshall shoulder full, Shane Ray with his wrist, he was full. Cody Latimer with an Achilles, he was limited. And Jamal Charles, Pecco, and Talib had vet days. They were DMP. Questions, guys?
Is Brock still expected to start for his shoulder?
Yes, Brock's still a starter.
Who is that?
He'll be fine. Who's the backup? Right now, that's being determined. We gave Paxton number 2 reps today to kind of see where he's at, with his shoulder, and he did fine. He threw the ball fine today.
Brock throw tomorrow?
Will Brock throw tomorrow? Yes, he will.
With Brock not, was he limited? Was he not throwing today?
He threw some today.
Okay.
Just 5 to 10 yards. I mean, he's sore, so he threw some today.
Okay. So with
He'll
the
throw more
number 1
tomorrow.
reps, did Lynch get some number 1 reps then today, or?
Yes, when it was a pass, Paxton took the number 1 reps. When it was a run, Brock took them.
And when you say fine, what looked good about Paxton? What was the places where
He threw the ball fine. He threw the ball fine. He had command of the huddle. It's practice. It should look good in practice.
Is Paxton, I know you were saying last week he hadn't thrown the deep ball yet. He was still intermediate. Where is he?
He threw the deep ball today.
Okay.
It looked good.
So he could play if necessary on Sunday?
I would say yes. Yes.
When do you think he'll decide for number 2? End of the week?
End of the week. We got a long week to go here. We want to get Brock back out there and see where he's at, and continue to monitor Paxton and see where we're at on Friday or Saturday.
What does A.J. Green do that makes him so difficult to stop?
A.J. Green, he's a special talent. He's obviously a taller receiver with great long speed. He has great ball skills. He's got a huge catch radius. He's in hard cover because of his size and his stop and start ability and his long speed. So he's a rare talent.
When did the decision to let Adebali go?
Well, it was more about Mount. Mount's had a great month and a half of practice, rushing the passer and playing on teams. So it was more about Mount earning a opportunity to be on the roster.
Mr. Vance, will Isaiah return punts for you this weekend?
He will not. It's going to be Jordan Taylor.
Vance, have you gotten what you kind of expected from this rookie class this season? I know obviously it's always kind of a you don't know what you're going to get out of guys.
Right.
But how has that production been?
Well, when you draft rookies, you're not sure what it's going to be, or the time frame of guys getting ready to play NFL football. Obviously our first round pick with Bowles, he's played every game for us, so I'm pleased there. With Isaiah McKenzie, he's played some good football for us. Langley has played on teams and played some corner for us, but you just never know, when you draft guys, what's the time frames for them to be NFL players.
You obviously had options at punt returner. What about Jordan was the reason that you wanted to put him?
Well, I want to get the ball caught. And that's the first job description for a punt returner. It's to possess the ball. Obviously we want a 10-yard average. That's a decent average, and after that it's on a guy to make a play. But we have to get the ball caught. We can't have any more issues as far as muffing the punts. So Jordan's going to be the guy until Isaiah can come out of not catching the football.
Will Isaiah return kicks at all?
He will not. That's Booker's job at the moment.
Have you considered using Emmanuel Sanders if it's just about catching the ball?
We have. He was the backup guy with the last football game, but he has a huge job. So it's George's job. It's a big job, and he'll do it. He'll do it right for us on Sunday morning.
Vance, you with as tough as the recent stretch has been.
Yeah.
Do you see opportunity of righting the ship and get with what you got ahead?
Well, I'll say this. Every week we feel that way. We've had great weeks, and it's a big game on Sunday because it's our next game. So I feel good about our football team playing well on Sunday.
How do you feel about your depth at the tight end position with Hireman and Derby banged up?
It's an issue. We have to rectify that. We have a trailer, on our practice squad that we can bring up. He'll help us if need be.
the last couple of years, the defense was able to camouflage some issues, even turnovers, but this year after takeaways, it's been an issue. Did you sense that maybe the weight of carrying the team is just come to bear, or is it something going on schematically after turnovers?
Right, you mean sudden change?
Yeah, sudden change.
Our sudden change from about week 4 until about week 7 was really good. The last 2 weeks it hadn't been good. And obviously, when you're facing better offenses and it's a short field, it's tough to stop teams. When it's a short field and it's 1st and 10. But overall, it's been pretty good. I've been pleased with it. But the bottom line is we can't give the ball away. We shouldn't be in that situation at all. If it happens, we got to force field goals.
What did you learn from working under Marvin?
Well, Marvin obviously has been there for a long time, 15 years, and it took Marvin a long time to get his football team to be competitive, and he stayed with the process. He didn't change the process. It's tough to stay with something when you're not having success, but being around Marvin and watching Marvin operate every day, it's a attitude of getting better every day and just trust and stay with the process.
When Paxton is fully healthy, would he get a shot at the starting job this season?
My only concern is Sunday. That's Brock's job on Sunday.
Pecco told us that when he was in his position group meeting on Monday that the guys weren't lining up correctly. How surprising is that midway through the season?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Pecco told us that guys were not lining up correctly against the Patriots. How surprising is that midway through the season?
Well, I'll say this, I don't recall that. Every game you have some issues of getting a close call and get lined up, but that was not the case. I don't recall that.
The first quarters, not being able to score a touchdown in the first quarter during the losses, how do you kind of fix that? How do you get back to the way they were playing the first couple games?
Of not scoring touchdowns? Yeah. It's basically execution. If it's the first quarter, second, or third, or fourth quarter, we've been down there early in football games and not scoring touchdowns. It's execution. We got to play better down there and get it done and push the ball into the end zone.
Was there a discussion internally about bringing Jonathan Williams up to the 53 when the Saints showed interest?
It was not. We've got 4 healthy backs right now, including a fullback, so we got 5 in the room. So we had no room as far as an extra number for running back.
Vance, you could have been here a couple of years ago as D coordinator, and Mike Brown blocked you.
Yeah.
Do you have you still have some ill feelings about that, and have extra motivation this Sunday?
I don't. That was a contract issue. That was not personal. It worked out. It worked out for everyone. But no, that wasn't personal at all. That was a contract issue.
Have you seen anything extra from Domata this week in the Cincinnati game?
I have not. I mean, it's Wednesday, but he's going to be Domata. He's going to play hard and play fast and help us win.
Vance, besides punt return, will there be any other changes in line?
It won't be. At the moment, we'll see.
Time for a few more for the coach, if there is anything. Okay.
Good.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Okay. Enjoy your day.